So let's start at the obvious point. The big news at the moment in athletics, Mo Farah and the situation with the allegations against his coach, Alberto Salazar. How have you seen it all?
Ever since I found out the Panorama programme last week that this was Mo was going to be kind of implicated along with his coach regarding those allegations, it's been running really hard on social media. Everybody's got an opinion, rightly or wrongly. Obviously, so have I. At first, it doesn't look good for Mo. Just being associated with a coach who has allegations isn't good for his credibility. The thing is that a lot of the evidence that was given, there wasn't really any really deep foundation for this journalism. So there wasn't any true hard facts. A lot of it was hearsay and testimony and historical evidence. And some may say, well, there's no smoke without fire. But sometimes people can start a fire because, for certain reasons, they're not happy with a situation with a coach. And I just feel that really Mo is in a pretty difficult, I think nearly impossible position. And everyone now, rightly or wrongly, will always suspect Mo of having something to do with doping, whether he has or not. And when you understand how doping, people can pass drugs tests and still be taking drugs, people are never going to trust a performance. So now every time Mo runs, they're going to assume that a lot of people that he's probably taken drugs, which isn't the case, I don't think. I don't think he is that naive or stupid to put himself in that situation. However, people will put 2 and 2 together and come up with 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Some will come up with 4. But one of the things that we don't know, that there's a lot of things that are left out the programme for legal reasons that we won't know about, but Mo and his agent and his coach and the federation will know about it. And I don't think they're unduly worried about the situation. However, it's a blow for fans that he didn't run at the Diamond League. A lot of people bought their tickets coming to watch Mo on the back of his indoor world record in Birmingham in the 2 miles, and it would have been his first outdoor British performance. It always then gives you 1% of doubt between the relationship of him and his coach. 99% of me thinks yes, he's clean, but this has left a doubt, and I hate to say it, but it puts a doubt in anybody associated with Salazar. There's that 1%. Until he can actually prove that these allegations have no foundation, then people will have doubt. And I still think whether he proved himself to be 100% clean and there's nothing going on, there's no wrongdoing, people will still have doubt because they think that he's cheated the system somehow.
What do you think about the reports that Mo and his agent knew about these allegations for some 4 weeks before the Diamond League event in Birmingham, and it appears, and it only appears, that they sat on it really, and then it all exploded. How do you see that?
Well, I know for a fact that they knew the Panorama programme was coming. They didn't know when, and they were only informed less than 24 hours before that programme went out. And if anybody was looking at the programme schedule, would have seen that it was a change of programme schedule, and basically that makes slightly a bit of a mockery of the press conference that Mo had on Saturday when he said he needs to go back to his coach and ask him questions when they've known about it for a number of weeks. Why hadn't he asked these questions to him back a month ago? And I think that was just maybe a situation for him to get out of that race, to get home and actually come out the limelight for a little bit and go back to the States, and probably actually then reflect on what actually the opinion of the public is. And I'm pretty sure he's seen a lot on social media. He's had a lot of responses to his Twitter handle about people think he's a cheat, etc., etc. So a lot of people think professional sports people can just put that aside and just get on the race, and that's what professional sports people do. It's not. When you can't actually get away from something like this, and you're innocent, it will still affect you. So it'll be really interesting to see what Mo's next step is regarding his coaching situation, his next race, How does he handle the press in his next phase? How does his agent Ricky handle that? So it's all going to be exciting for the media and the journalists who are following this story, but it's also, for the fans who love Mo and love athletics, we all want it to pan out the way we want to pan out. We want it to be no foundation to this at all, and let Mo get on and go and try and win medals, because this ultimately will affect his medal opportunities, because it will be in his head, and it's quite hard to leave something like this to go on the track and perform at your best, but you've got other things in your life like this ruining and clouding your judgment. It will affect his performance, and if this whole saga is completely unfounded, then we potentially are affecting a medal in 2 months' time in Beijing.
I think it's probably fair to say also that sports people have to deal with all sorts of things that are said about them, about their performance, their character, how they handle big occasions, what they've said in the media, how they behave. But I do think it's fair to say that for an athlete to be accused of cheating, doping, is on another level. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I definitely. It doesn't matter whether there's grounds to think that somebody's taken drugs or it's the truth or not. It's going to be then tarnished. It's going to tarnish Mo's career. This will always come up now for the rest of his life, from now until whenever he, 60, 70 years. Mo will have this and always come back to haunt him. And now people always think when he finishes his career, and whenever that is, there'll always be this doubt. Like I said, unfounded or not, there'll always be this doubt, and it can affect his livelihood. Obviously, he's made a great living of what he's done, and rightly so. But people will now think twice about approaching Mo, and that's the sad thing, especially, as I've said many times, if it's unfounded. But like I said, everyone's got an opinion on it. Everyone thinks you should just leave Salazar anyway. But hey, it's a year from the Olympics. Salazar helped him win 2 golds and double world champion. Does he do that? Does he say, I'm just doing this, I know what I'm doing, I'm clean, I know what I'm doing, I'm fine? But there are rules within the World Anti-Doping Association. If these allegations were found to be true and Salazar couldn't prove it, then by association Mo cannot be coached by Salazar, nor can anybody else. So they have to distance themselves, and then obviously the governing body, British Athletics, will then have to find a solution to Mo being coachless. But obviously that's the worst case scenario.